Facts stack up that when it comes to free-range egg production, the risks on bird health are greater, and as a consequence, the mortality levels in free-range production are higher than in cages.
So the risks are to do with them catching diseases, I guess, are they?
Yeah, partly that. Hens that have access to the outdoors are at a greater risk of disease because they're exposed to more pathogens, but they're also exposed to predators, so both foxes and birds of prey. And they also have some other risks to their health that aren't necessarily fatal, but for example, they're at a greater incidence of keelbone fracture in loose-housed hens, which are likely to be painful.
So the bizarre thought at the bottom of all this is that chickens may be safer in battery conditions even if they're not happier, and we're never going to know if they're happier or not.
Yeah, well, and there's another myth to dispel there. Battery cages tend to refer to the old-fashioned cages that people get very excited about, which were very barren environments.
Oh.
Now those types of cages aren't permitted. They are banned in the UK and the rest of the EU. And now you can only have a type of cage that allows greater behavioral expression, which is absolutely right. So hens now have access to a nest box and a pecking and scratching area, and they also have access to perches. So the modern cage systems today are very different to the ones that we would have had 10 years ago, but they still do limit behavior, and that's what tends to get people very hot under the collar.
As you've mentioned what are called predations,